What's up, guys? I'm Ryan with Ryan Epps Fishing, and we're back out on the water today. Now, on today's video, we're going to fish a lake that I have never fished for bass in before. I've been up here two times, I'm sorry, striper fishing a little bit down on the lower end of the lake. Never been on this section of the lake, never fished for bass on this lake. And the lake that we're on today is Norris Lake. Here in East Tennessee. It's a different lake. It's clear, cold water, and we're gonna try to chase down some smallmouth today, or whatever we can get a hold of. So y'all sit back, relax. Hope y'all enjoy today's video.
Pretty clear down here. It looks a lot cleaner down here than where we were just at to me.
Got him. Boom. Woo. There you go. Sucker's deep right there. Got a bunch of them on the screen. Get back down there. Got him. Oh yeah. Oh, don't do that. All right. Ha-ha. Woo. Let me tell you something. They ain't no biggins, but we just found a wad of them, boys. I mean, a bunch of them. Here he comes. Got him. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. A good head shakes right there. That's a better fish. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That is a good one right there. Oh, don't you do that. Don't you do that. Oh. That's a big one. Oh. Woo. Tell me that ain't a pig. That is a pig right there. Golly. What a stud. That's awesome. What a fish. These fish seem to be spooking really easy in this clear water. So don't want to be on the trolling motor too much, and I'm a little bit leery to even put it on spotlight. There we go. Got him. They are wadded up right there, boys. I'm telling you, they is wadded up. That's a better fish. Boom! Yes! That's what I'm talking about. There you go, right there. There's you a better one. I mean, they are down there so deep. They are almost white looking. But that is a Norris Lake smallmouth right there. And he's only the third one I've ever pulled out of this lake. Woo! I'll take it. I like it. We are going to milk this hole right here for everything it's got. Oh, I can see him down there. I done got him woke up now. There he comes. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You see my bait right here. There's my line going down. There's your Damiki rig. This was what was left over from that fish catch back there. That's your history. Letting it go down. Holding it about a foot up off the bottom. Seems to be about where they want it. Like I say, I'm just holding it pretty still. You will never see these fish until they come up off the bottom. Now that looks like one. Is he gonna be interested? There he is. These are green fish right here, I'm telling you. These fish right here, they haven't seen a whole bunch of Damiki rigs. I'm telling you that. Boom. There you go. Now you can see here was my line, he hit it. Now there's probably 5 or 6 more fish right here. These are all smallmouth that come up off the bottom right here. Right there's the result. Like I say, ain't no biggin', but we will take it. That's fun right there. I'm telling you, this little pot of fish right here that we're going over, you can tell they have not seen a lot of Damiki rigs for whatever reason. These fish right here, I don't think they've been found, because when you drop that thing on them, they are eating it. There is no doubt about it. There we go. See if we can get us another one. This is a very subtle spot right here. I mean, very subtle. It didn't even show up on my Navionics card. It does show up on Lake Master, but I had to tweak the colors out a little bit to really get it to show up well. It's just a depression, and it's a really subtle depression. The inside of this depression is literally only like 2, maybe 3 foot deeper than the outside edges of it. And there's a little corner in there that just makes a little indention in the side of it. It seems to be that's where most of them are sitting. I've caught a couple fish away from that, but for the most part, most of them are sitting right there where it makes that little indention. But I mean, really subtle stuff. Got him. There's another one. Out of that same school. Yes. Oh no, Damiki. Them ain't no tournament winners right there. But I dare you to have more fun than that right there. That is awesome. Hard to beat it. We haven't done a thing today. I mean, we have burnt a lot of water and a lot of fuel. Had nothing to show for it. And then just came across this little pot of fish right here. And I mean, literally, and we've caught all them fish in about 7 or 8 drops. It's crazy how fast things can change, you know. Now, the real question is, I got 3 holes right here basically in line. It's catching them out of that center one right back there. The first one up there is a little bit shallower. This one's just a little bit deeper. The real question is, are they going to be in all 3 of them? I'm going to give them fish a little bit of a break because we done hammered on them. And they're getting a little bit leery. So, if there are fish in these other 2 little spots right here, then that would have the makings of a really good day. And I done see a fish right there. This would like be too good to be true. Got him. Oh man. Oh, it's another big one. Oh, that's a big one. Yep, I do believe they're in them other spots too. This is a totally different school right here. How lucky can you get? I mean, really. Drop us a waypoint right there. We're gonna retie that line. I'll tell you that. All right, guys, let's talk about what worked today. So we're off the water now, and kind of break down this day for you. So like I said before, I have never fished for bass out of this lake. Been here a couple times striper fishing. Spent maybe 4 hours on this lake before today. And I tell you what, it was a struggle this morning. We put in there, and I realized that this was going to be a different beast today. I have fished some clear water situations before, but I don't think I have ever seen water this clear. I mean, you would be hard pressed to find bottled water in your fridge at home that is as clear as this water was today. I've never seen anything like it. You know, I'm used to fishing Cherokee, Douglas, Chick, Watts Bar, and it was pretty crazy today. It was really eye-opening. And when I dropped my father-in-law off, when he had to head out, I almost put this boat on a trailer and went to the house. I had about had enough clear water. I had about had enough of Norris Lake. I was done. Then I thought about it, and I thought, you know, I got a couple hours left. So the smart thing to do be to go out there, pick that Damiki rig rod up, and just keep it in my hand the rest of the day. And I'm not saying I didn't get lucky, all right? We found 2 pretty dang good schools of fish. And I'm not gonna say that there ain't a whole lot more into that than luck. I got really lucky, but I don't have a problem being lucky. Whether you're lucky or good, it don't matter as long as you catch them. All right, so let's talk about how we did it today. Now, y'all are very familiar with my Damiki rig setup. Throwing the same rod. It's a 7-foot Duckett Micro Magic Pro, medium light spinning rod. That new reel that I showed you all, ooh, don't knock you off there. New reel that I showed you all last week, that's at Diawa Fuego. That's a 2500 size. I am really liking the reel so far. It's got a long way to go before I put my stamp of approval on it. Now, the line that I've got on there, that's 4-pound test fluorocarbon. I'm always going to have fluorocarbon on when I'm Damiki rigging. I'm always going to have either 4 or 6-pound test line. That's my range. That's where I stay at. I don't go above that. I've got no confidence in a heavier pound test line than 4 or 6-pound test Damiki rigging. It's personal preference. If you use bigger and you get away with it and you catch fish, hey, it's all good. Now, what I have been getting the most questions about is the baits that I'm dropping down on here. And I've got my Damiki rig box right here. It is nothing more than a Tupperware container that I have just got filled with jig heads on one side and Fluke style baits on the other side. You can see it right there. Now, you don't need a lot. You don't need a lot of options. You don't need a lot of colors with this. I keep it very simple. Listen, guys, I'm a 100% believer that the biggest misconception in fishing in general is that the bait is the most important thing. It's not. It's nowhere close, okay? Location is the most important thing. Finding these fish is way more important than what you're dropping. It does not matter if you're dropping a $6,000 Damiki rig that 7 samurai over in Japan poured in some temple somewhere and shipped over here to you. It don't matter if you ain't dropping it on smallmouth. All right, there's got to be fish there to eat it. But I will tell you all, and I took this box straight out of the front of the boat. The bread and butter that I go to is a Zoom Fluke Junior. All right, very easy to find. Bass Pro, Academy, Dick's Sporting Goods. You can get them just about anywhere. Get you a shad pattern of a Zoom Fluke Junior. Right there. You can see what I've done. Normally I just bite it off. Just take a little bit off that nose to where it slides down on that jig head and goes real snug and nice right down up on it there. Just like that. All right. Now, I keep a couple colors. You know, I'm going to keep that right there. Albino. And I really am not keeping this many colors because I think it's necessary. It's just, you know, you run out of a lot of baits doing this, you know. And I just pick up shad patterns as I go. You know, right there's a chrome looking one. Albino. Y'all know how much I like albino. This milk color right here, it's got some pepper in it. They're all going to work good. If you find these fish and you drop any one of these colors down there, they're probably going to eat it. All right. Now, I do keep some other stuff. I like this Fluke right here because it's a little bit bigger profile. Now, that jig head, I'm usually throwing 2 different jig heads. That's a 3/8 ounce VMC Neon Moon Eye jig head. All right. I've got a couple other ones in there. I use one color and one color only, and that's white. All right. I've pretty much taken every other color out. Now, the only time that I'm going to throw this color right here, it's a little darker color, is if I'm dropping down a darker colored bait, like this Berkeley minnow right here. In that situation, sometimes I will put this darker colored head on there just because it matches. Does it matter? Probably not, but I'm OCD and I like it to match, all right? It matters to me. I like it. So, there's that. White, 3/8 ounce white. The other jig head that I use is a company out of Johnson City, Ledge Head Lures drop head, all right? Now, the great thing about this ledge head drop head right here is the kill weight, all right? The principle behind that is when you drop this bait down, that kill weight helps to level that bait out. When you're Damiki rig fishing, you want that bait sitting level. That's the whole importance of the 90-degree line tie. You want that bait perfectly horizontal when you drop it down, all right? So, my only downside with the ledge head bait, I don't like to throw the Fluke Juniors on it. Fluke Juniors have a split belly, okay? See that right there? They got a split belly. And again, not that it matters, but I think that looks stupid. So, I don't throw that. Now, the Damiki Armor Shad, which is the original bait that got famous for this technique, that's what the technique's named after, Damiki Armor Shad. It does have a split belly too, but it's a smaller bait, smaller profile, and it goes right up there. Much nicer on that ledge head. Okay, so I do keep the Damiki Armor Shads in here. I've got a few of those because that is a smaller profile than the Flukes, than those Fluke Juniors. So if I'm wanting a little bit smaller profile, I'll go to that Damiki Armor Shad. But 9 times out of 10, I'm starting out with that Zoom Fluke Junior. Now, I keep the same basic shad patterns in that Damiki Armor Shad. The one exception is I do keep some watermelon seed. All right. I don't know, why they eat this. It certainly doesn't look like a shad. My theory behind it is in really high pressure situations, in the color water that I fish normally, most of our lakes kind of have a greenish tint to them. I think it just kind of camouflages this bait to where they don't really get a great look at it. They know there's something there. They know it's the right profile that they're looking for. But it's not something that's just so that stands out and just really screams at them. I don't know. It's rare that I drop this, but sometimes you can drop that watermelon seed and it'll get you a few more bites. Couple other random things that I keep in here that sometimes will pay off. You want to go even more finesse than that Armor Shad? Go pick you up some crappie baits. That's straight from Bass Pro. I don't even know what they're called. Little bitty crappie baits right there. All right, keep that color, and I keep a dark color. You put that up on a jig head. Now, these are small now. Put that up on a jig head. There's your finesse Damiki rig. If it could get any more finesse. There you go. So, that's my rundown. There are no secret Damiki baits. I promise you. This is it. It's basic stuff. It's about finding fish. As you can see today was a prime example. You stick to it, you grind. Good things can happen. And they can happen really quick sometimes. But that's all I got for y'all today, guys. If you like the videos, make sure you go hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. That's going to let you all know when I put out all my new videos. If you got any questions or comments, feel free to leave those in the comment section down below. I will get back to y'all with any answers that I can give you. Until next time, y'all make some time. Get out there on the water and catch you a few. I'm Ryan Epps. Y'all have a good one.